Assalamualaikum and hello everyone, especially to my lecturer, Sir Anwar Berhad. My name is Izakim bin Amazini. For the presentation, I would like to talk about the H&M company group technical analysis. For this presentation, I would like to talk about the three contents, which is the fundamental analysis, the technical analysis of the H&M company, and also the conclusion. So Hennes and Morris, or known as H&M, Berhad. H&M is a Swedish multinational clothing retail company known for its fast fashion clothing for men, women, teenagers, and also the children. As of November 2019, H&M operates in 74 countries with over 5,000 stores under the various company brands with 126,000 full-time equivalent positions. So H&M business company is a fashion and the quality at the best price. So H&M has a design and buying department which create the H&M collection, making possible of the various fashions. So H&M can assure the best price by having few measurement. So by a large volume, having a depth and breadth of knowledge within every aspect of textile production, as it is the right goods for the right market, being cost conscious at various stage, efficient distribution, and also the numbers of measures that have been introduced to secure and raise the quality of the goods. So H&M also succeed in developing and improving the supply. So H&M also has the resource that carry out the efficient and effective the quality controls. So in addition, the good quality product, the quality concept requires that the garments are manufactured without the use of environmental hazards, chemical or harmful substance, and that they are produced under good working conditions. So for business and financial review, H&M and its associate companies did operate in 62 countries with over 4,500 stores, and for as of the 2015 employ around 132,000. It is the second largest global clothing retailer, just behind Spain-based Inditex. So the company has a significant online presence with online shopping available in 33 countries. So the group revenue recorded that H&M Group dropped 10% during the quarter 4 of 2019. So decreasing from 61,694 million Sweden dollar, or known as 7.3 billion USD during the same period in 2019 to 42,443 million, or 6.3 billion US dollar. So the downward trend mirrored H&M net sales for 2020 overall, which came in at even higher at 18% decline, plummeting from 232,755 million Sweden, which is 27.7 billion US dollar in 2019, to just so for 187,025 Sweden, so which is the 22.3 billion US dollar. So the H&M growth started a strong momentum for the first year of 2020 until the first wave of COVID-19 had an impact, which is extensive social restriction involving temporary store closures and large drops in customer footfall to physical store led to a substantial decrease in sales, particularly in the second quarter. In the third quarter, the net sales had strong recovery that continued until the fourth quarter, as sales only decreased by 3% between September and October. So although this is quickly overturned as a result of pandemic's second wave, which is the drop the sales until 22% between October 22 and November 30. For the technical analysis, I will talk in three graphs of the indicator, which is the historical stock price between 2019 and 2020, price and volume pattern, and also the momentum indicator. For historical stock price between 2019 and 2020, which is 2 years, it indicates the stock of for H&M Group. Based on the graph, for a long-term viewpoint, the market line is in upward trend, with the stock price rising greatly at the end of year 2019. The price movement is caused by many factors, such as the political and economic factors. This scenario will have a huge effect on the investor because the market movement has risen dramatically, which can lead to a lot of benefits. Subsequent to a decrease in revenue, cost of sales, and the gross profit margin have been reduced. The group revenue recorded that H&M Group dropped 10% during quarter 4, decreasing for $7.3 billion during the same period in 2019 to $6.3 billion. The downward trend mirrored that H&M net sales for 2020 overall, which came in at even higher 18% decline, lamenting from $27.7 billion in 2019 to just $22.3 billion. The H&M Group started strongly momentum for the first year of 2020 until the first wave of COVID-19 had an impact, which is extensive social restriction involving temporary store closures and large drops in customer footfall to physical store. So it will lead to a substantial decrease in sales, particularly in the second quarter. So in the third quarter, the net sales had strong recovery that continued until the fourth quarter, as sales only decreased by 3% between September 1 and October 21. So although this is quickly overturned as a result of the pandemic second wave, which is dropped the 22% between October 22 and November 30. For the price and volume pattern, I will talk about the trend line, the support, resistance, volume, and also the candlestick. So we will go first about the trend line. So based on the graph, there is sideways way trend, which is the blue line from January 2019 to March 2019, which is from 134.84 ringgit to 136.08 ringgit. So next, during the May 2019, there is a uptrend, which is the green arrow or green candlestick, and it continues to incline until October 2019, which is from 142,000 to 206.65 ringgit. And then lastly, there is another downward trend, which is the red candlestick happened on March 2020, and it continues until May 2020, which is from 204.25 ringgit decline to 190.25 ringgit. So for the support, based on the graph, the first support line, which is the green line, is on December 2019 and until March 2020, which is 170.36 ringgit. Next, the second line is on the May 2019 until June 2019, which is from 147.16, which is 147.16. And lastly, the third line is during the month of September 2019 until November 2020, which is 144.60 ringgit Malaysia. And the resistance, based on the figure 3 or the graph, the first line is on December 2019 until March 2020, which is 211.65 ringgit Malaysia. Next, the second line is on May 2019 until June 2019, which is 150 ringgit 50.50 ringgit Malaysia. And lastly, the third line is during the month of September 2020 until November 2020, which is 161.80 ringgit Malaysia. And for the volume, it shows that the movement of volume and prices do not move in the trend. The rising prices accompanied by a trend of falling volume shows an abnormal situation for the H&M Group stock. Thus, it indicates a weak and suspect rally and is a bearish signal. Based on the graph, in the month of July 2019, it also shows that when the price has been rising for months, an anemic rally accompanied by high volume indicates more demand. Current action and is a bearish factor. So, and then lastly is the candlestick. So the candlestick chart used by trader to determine the possible price movement based on the past patterns. The candlesticks are useful when trading as they show 4 price points, which is open, close, high, and also low. So throughout the period of time the trader profits, many algorithms are based on the same price as information shown in the candlestick chart. So trading is often dictated by emotion, which can be read in a candlestick chart. So based on the graph, it shows the candlestick chart for H&M Group. For the momentum indicator, I will talk about the rate of change or ROC, the relative strength index or RSI, moving average convergence divergence or MACD, and the stochastic. So we will talk first about the rate of change or ROC. So in this graph, the line located below zero level and it shows a negative sign which indicate there is a bearish in the future. So in the March 2019, you can see that in the graph, the ROC line is in the positive zone because it is higher than the zero line. Thus, the price is going to rise as it more than zero line. Hence, it indicates bullish signal in future. Lastly, in the month of December 2019, the line of ROC or rate of change is in zero line. Thus, the price may rise or decline as it is in the zero line. So, for the RSI or relative strength index, the RSI line is below 50%. This indicates a bearish signal and also a selling signal for the investor in the future. So in the month January 2020, it shows that the RSI line is not above 70%, which is not great and overbought situation, but it indicates that a buying and bullish signal for investors since the RSI line located above the 50%. For the MACD, by looking at this graph, we can see that the blue line is crossing above the red line, which indicates that a buying signal for traders, but both located upper the zero level, and this will give any strong reason for traders to buy the H&M Group stock. So in the July 2019, it can be seen that in MACD chart, the blue line crossing above the red line. So it indicates a buying signal for trader, and hence it located at the upper of the zero level, which will make a stronger reason for the trader to buy the stock. And lastly, in the month of the June 2020, we can see that the blue line is crossing above the red line, which indicates that a buying signal for traders. But both lines located below the zero level, and hence this will not give any strong reason for a trader to buy the H&M stock. And lastly, for the stochastic. So based on the stochastic oscillator in this graph, we can assume that the price will rise because the line above 20%. It indicates a buying signal for the investor or trader, and since it located above the 20%, it gives a strong reason to buy the stock right now. So in the month of August 2019, we can assume that the price will rise because the line is above 80%. Hence, it shows a strong signal that it will be bullish on the future. And lastly, in the month of the December 2020, we can also assume that the price will rise because the line is above 50% but not above 80%, as it is not showing a strong reason the strong signal that it will be bullish in the future. So in the conclusion, technical analysis is important in trading because by the analysis, investor will decide whether to buy, hold or sell the stock. All of the indicators such as the MACD, RSI or rate of change or ROC, and also the stochastic is important to forecast the price of stock so that investor are not bear any losses. So this three indicator is the best that we use by technical analysts to predict the potential movement of value. Even there is no flawless indicator movement in trading, as it is not 100% accurate. It still can be used for investors as it helps the investors to be aware on the market stock since the price is differ every day. So that's all from me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and have a nice day everyone.